What's happening, crypto fam? Happy Wednesday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott. It's a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate you taking the time out to consume the content, so thank you. This morning I want to talk about Ripple, the SEC and XRP. What's come about in the last couple of days is Ripple scored an important win against the SEC. And there's also talks of IPOs. Now, we all know my thoughts. Don't know when it's going to be done. I expect end of September-ish. I've said it before. End of September-ish for it to be done and dusted. XRP be over $1 when it is. And it start really moving to an all-time high then. I also expect an IPO to drop not long after. I think the SEC case is going to sort out the IPO. And once it's kind of over and XRP is allowed to run, cryptocurrency gets some clarity and Ripple actually releases a security for an IPO. So, the court has denied the SEC's motion to compel Ripple to produce memos discussing XRP sales with the firm's lawyers. A motion that Ripple Labs argued went against the rules of attorney-client privilege. That was precisely Judge Netburn's rationale for her ruling, as attorney-client privilege is designed to encourage full and frank communication between attorneys and their clients and thereby promote broader public interest in the observance of law and administration of justice. Interesting. The judge, however, allowed the regulator to renew the same motion in case Ripple raises its beliefs or relies upon its privileged communications in support of its fair notice defense. The battle over legal advice, which was heating up the courtroom this month, is now over. The SEC's principal argument was the fairness doctrine. At a hearing, the SEC attorney George J. Tenerio said Ripple's lawyers knew what the law required and that it could be a security. Their lawyers knew from the very beginning. And to now come and say to the court nobody knew and leave us unable to rebut that by showing all of the advice that they got. Not just what they selectively disclosed to third parties, is fundamentally unfair and fundamentally against the fairness principle as recognised in this circuit, said Miss Tenerio. You want to talk about fair, mate? How's the fact that XRP should potentially be at a new all-time high now with everything else, or have been and have corrected a little bit? You want to talk about fair? How's about you actually protect investors instead of pulling the rug from underneath them? You want to talk about fair and information? Where the fuck we are in 2015 when FinCEN declared it a currency and fined them in court? Where the fuck were you then? Talk about fair and Ripple didn't do this and Ripple didn't do that. You waited 8 years, man. You waited 8 years, mate. Get fucked. Horrible bastards. The attorney-client privilege clearly stood in the way and provided Ripple with a much-needed win. An important one, as the defendant rests its affirmative defense on the basis that the SEC did not provide fair notice that XRP could be deemed a security, especially after a string of events that would suggest otherwise. I'm amazed at how many times I read about this and I never read about the FinCEN ruling. And I've legitimately just clocked it in the next, putting it's in the next paragraph. Quality. In support, it cites the SEC's 8-year delay in pursuing enforcement action against Jesus Christ, man. So the string of events would suggest otherwise. In support, it cites the SEC's 8-year delay in pursuing enforcement action against Ripple for its alleged securities violations. Even after XRP was listed on over 200 cryptocurrency exchanges, billions of dollars of XRP sales transactions had taken place, and Ripple had entered a settlement with the US Department of Justice and FinCEN that described XRP as a convertible virtual currency. Judge wrote in the ruling, a Ripple win on the fair notice defense could save the industry from the SEC. Attorney Jeremy Hogan has recently stated it becomes persuasive authority for any cryptocurrency company, and the SEC sues from this point forward. If the fair notice defense survives and Ripple wins, the SEC is going to have an uphill battle winning any other lawsuit they bring. But it's even bigger than that. Even if Ripple loses the fair notice defense, they can appeal the ruling. And if an appeal court determines that Judge Torres was wrong and Ripple did not have fair notice, then the SEC is now really in trouble, because that ruling is binding on every crypto lawsuit that comes along. Jeremy Hogan, I believe, has a YouTube channel. That's Jeremy Hogan with a YouTube. Get on his YouTube. Stay up to date. You're talking to an actual lawyer who can explain the legalities and the laws a little better than I can. So it's no secret that Ripple intends to go public once the lawsuit with the SEC is over, but CEO Brad Garland also renewed his plans in an interview at Consensus 2021 event. I think that the likelihood that Ripple is a public company is very high at some point. And I think in the middle of an SEC lawsuit, we need to get that closed out. The SEC approves an S1. It's easy to do that after you have the closure and clarity that regulatory certainty we have been seeking for so long. SBI Group Chief Yoshitaka Kitao, what a name, who has a seat in Ripple's board of directors, has recently expressed the same views on earnings presentation call, where he added that the IPO would pay off their investment. I mean, you'd be an idiot. It'd be idiots not to do it, in my opinion, and it just makes perfect sense. They had the digital asset and currency attacked as a security. They're going to win that case and not only get clarity almost right across the fucking board for the rest of crypto. The rest of crypto's going to owe them a debt. If that happens, it really is. It's not only going to get the clarity we've all been waiting for, they're going to drop their actual security. They're going to IPO that shit. And you will see Ripple securities, like an actual fucking security, you know what I mean? People getting derivatives on it, voting rights, in shares. At the end of the day, it just seems like it's been teed up to perfection by the lot of them. It's nothing but a smokescreen for me since the beginning. It's a fucking charade. It's a farce. But the XRP price passed $1 again, increasing 12% a few days ago to move it, and it literally coincided with a little bit of this news coming out. I mean, we've got articles all over the gaff. XRP's unpredictable price. Amidst the SEC's ongoing battle with Ripple, XRP's price has seen plenty of highs and lows since December. When news of the SEC's case against Ripple first dropped, XRP plummeted from above 50 cents to lows of 21. It was actually 70 cents to 17 on certain platforms. Since then, it's demonstrated some signs of recovery, creeping back to approximately 55 by April. Then XRP surged to a price of $1.84 by April the 15th, signaling a new period of intense volatility for the cryptocurrency. It's weird how they use certain terminology times. Like sometimes they'll say, "Oh, it pumped, it exponential growth, blah blah blah," and then other times, they'd be like, oh, we saw some intense volatility off that asset. It pumped like fuck, bruh. Volatility, it pumped like fuck. Last week, XRP was back under $1 at around 80 cents, but Ripple's latest win against the SEC has managed to bump the cryptocurrency back above the $1 barrier. Ripple will go public, 100%. Without a shadow of a doubt, they will go public. And it's almost definitely going to be right at the end of the SEC case. So as soon as we get some clarity from the end of this, guys, I've said it before, expect it to be over $1 by the time that happens. Expect it to get relisted almost everywhere, if not listed on more places than it was previously. And expect it to blow to a new all-time high. I'm not fucking joking. Like, people can't really watch everything else at all-time highs and just be like, yeah, XRP's not going to do it, though. Like, what? Why? Where's your fucking reasoning? It's been thrown through the mud by muddy fudders. Yeah, constantly thrown through the shit. And it's still fucking here. It ain't going anywhere, mate. Neither are we. We're holding. We're waiting. We're accumulating. Just keep filling those bags, guys. Be patient. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Invest in yourself. Invest in the internet of value. Live long and hodl it all till you're ready to let it go. Wishing health and happiness to you and yours. We love crypto. We love XRP. And we love you. So take care. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.